Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Subrata Sarkar. I'm a mechanical engineer working in manufacturing industry more than 22 years. Today I'll be discussing how to avoid negative brainwashing. Now, there are four types of brainwashing normally happens to our society or with us. Number one is political brainwashing, social brainwashing, family brainwashing, and peer brainwashing. Political brainwashing means, during the time of the elections, the politician comes to our home and they ask for the request for the vote to cast them. Somehow we get convinced and we cast them vote. They get elected, but they don't do anything for us actually. Then we forget for the next 4 years that they have what they have not done. Then again come, they beg for the vote, and in this way actually they washed our brain actually. This politicians are not very much talented in all directions. They don't have good skill. They are not, so-called, talent. They are not good willing power. They are not good competence in different technical or, professional area. But they have one strong thing actually, part, that is emotional connections. They know how to connect to the people, and they finally, make people convinced actually. And we are waiting in the long queue and we cast vote for them actually. Even we know that they will not do anything, but our brain is getting washed actually, and we are very much optimistic actually they will be doing next time. So our finally it is a result of the brainwashing. Even in those who are joined in a terrorist actually, when someone is joined in terrorist camp actually, these leaders, they wash the brain like anything actually, and what they teach, their focus is actually they don't see anything outside actually. Now in family also you'll find that a lot of brainwashing happens. One is some family member telling that he gets some information, share with the family. So somehow is the brainwashing is basically automatic process actually. You cannot stop it. If you in school, colleges, in offices, our brain get washed actually. It is a continuous process. And there are four actually main medium which are actually responsible for brainwashing. Number one is the television, number two is the news and the television, number three is the Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, the social media, and the newspaper. These four medium are basically washed our brain actually. Related to the brainwashing, there are two important terms. One is called mind space and another is called mind capturing. We have heard many times that the people are using a maximum 5 to 10% of the brain actually. The rest of the brain are unused. That's in some sense is true actually. It means, what I mean to say is there is a huge space in the brain actually, and if some way it can, if you can hit on that particular area, you can capture that particular area of the brain actually, on which this basically advertising industry work actually. Many people think that no, we are qualified people, we are experienced people, we are talented people. Nobody can wash our brain actually. If our brain, washing our brain is not so easy. It's not like that. We need to understand that whatever we talks about talent, intelligence, expertise, knowledge, educations, that is restricted only in 20% of our brain, which is called conscious brain. There are a major portion of the brain, that is 50 to 60%, which is a subconscious brain. And brainwashing is happen on subconscious brain, while you don't have much control on it. And that is a 30 to 40% of our brain are unconscious brain actually. So people are ready from all around to wash your brain. We need to understand actually, with a lot of things actually, equipments, like not like this detergent powder, but they have a lot of weapon to wash our brain actually. What they want actually, logical buying behavior, especially for the advertising industry to sell their products. Logical buying behavior they want to finish actually, and emotional buying behavior they want the people actually. And there are highly paid intelligent people are sitting in the topmost position in advertising industry to wash the brain for the mass people actually. And they create a call to action situation every day. If you heard one word or one caption, then it actually settled in your mind, and when situation comes, that will trigger and you will do that action. For example, you will find that Thanda matlab Coca-Cola. So if this comes, so whenever you get a situation comes and you need to have drink something, some cold drinks, So automatically Coca-Cola will comes in into your mind actually. Like mineral water mean Bisleri. So every day, like for example, car matlab Maruti Suzuki. So it's not like that actually. There are many companies who are manufacture better quality car than Maruti, but things are entered in our mind for decades actually in this way, and people are ready for call to action actually. So by brainwashing, basically what happens, there are four things mainly happens. Logical propensity got vanished from our mind actually. Rational thinking is decreasing day by day. Problem solving capability is decreasing. Critical thinking capability is decreasing actually. They don't want you to think. They means advertisement industry actually. They want you to think the way they want actually. And there are five actually organs through which you get sense or information, like our all the five organs like eye, nose, ear, skins. Now, so you cannot stop washing your brain actually. It is not that like your clothes, you don't wash it for next 7 days or 1 month. It is an automatic process and nobody can do anything for it actually. And so basically advertising industry, what happens, and they create a call to action situation, so that when so your logical behavior, your critical thinking, that will reduce, that power will reduce day by day. That is the motto of the advertising industry, or anyone, for any marketing companies or anyone, or even some individual, those who are going come into your washing your brain actually. Brainwashing will happen surely, but we need to choose actually from whom we get our brain washed. Washed in the sense that how we get input from where actually, that's very important actually. I'll come up with another video that will be much more interesting, how you can wash your brain towards positivity actually. So if you find this presentation is interesting, you can share with your friends. And if you have not yet subscribed my channel, you can subscribe my channel by clicking on this bell icon, so that you can get the notification for my future presentation. Thank you very much for your attention and time.